Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great Monday and welcome to today's session. Super excited to be here. My name is Angie Norris and let's get started. So before I tell you what today's training is about, let me welcome you guys into today's live. If you're watching this live, please drop in your comments live, or maybe where you're from so I can see where in the world you're tuning in from. Or maybe you're watching this on the replay, drop replay into the comments. Now, before I get started, let me just tell you that one of the reasons why I wanted to do this session today is because I think of unique ways to create graphics using ClickDesigns all of the time. I am one of those innovative kind of brains that's always thinking outside the box, and maybe you are too. So I want you to know that sky's the limit when you use ClickDesigns, and that's why I want to talk about today's topic, which is screensavers and wallpapers for your devices, for your iPad, for your iPhone, for your Android, for your computer. And it's pretty cool, and I think it's really neat, and I'm going to show you some really interesting ways to use this, not just for yourself, but maybe even to sell. So let's get started. Super excited, but I want you guys to know, like, if you have any ideas for topics, please drop those into the comments. The team accumulates those and they let me know. I'm a power user just like you guys, and I'm just here sharing how I'm using it, not just as a user, but as an affiliate. And I want you guys to share how you're using it too. And maybe we can do a training or bring you on. That'd be awesome. So let's get started today. I'm going to turn off my camera and we're going to get into how to create screensavers wallpapers for your devices using ClickDesigns. All right, so let's get started here to teach you guys how to make money creating screensavers and wallpapers with ClickDesigns. This is going to be so exciting because this is probably something you didn't think of when you were looking at ClickDesigns, and that's why I like to bring these ideas to you, because they're unique. I think outside the box, and I want to challenge you to as well. So first, we're going to unlock your creativity with screensavers and wallpapers, but then I want to show you how you can monetize your design skills and take blank canvases to stunning screens, all with ClickDesigns. It's pretty cool. So today I'm going to show you the ideas behind creating eye-catching screensavers and wallpapers, and then how to offer them as a service to monetize your ClickDesign skills. And so the first thing I want to just point out, and I've said this a couple times already in this training, is I want you to think outside the box when it comes to ClickDesigns. I want to see in the comments how many people know what I'm talking about when I say think outside the box. And if you do, then type think outside the box, or type in what you think that means. But what I want to do is, when you look at ClickDesigns, there is a wealth of things you can do. But I want to challenge you to know that the sky is the limit when using ClickDesigns. You can actually use it far beyond all of the templates that you see. And if you have a little bit of a creativity, or you have a vision in your head of something that you want to create, you can create it. If you see an idea online and you're like, wow, that's a great template or a great design, I want to recreate that, you can. That's the beauty of ClickDesigns. And so today, this is going to show you what I mean by thinking outside the box to use ClickDesigns in the most creative ways. And so screensavers and wallpapers. We all have devices. I think most people have several devices. I know I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, I have a computer, I have a laptop, I have monitors, I have so many things. What if you can create some really cool wallpapers for your devices? Wouldn't that be cool? And so that's what I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to give you examples of what they can be. So this first one is computer monitors. Now, I don't know about you, and I want to see in the comments if you're like me, but I have 3 monitors. In my office, my home office, I have 3 very large monitors, and I don't even know how I lived without having 3, but as a designer, as someone who is creative and works on lots of projects, I love having 3 different screens. And on my background right now are pictures of my children. And they are my reason, they are my why, they're the reason why I push so hard, right? And I'm sure you guys have your own reasons or whys, or maybe you also have children. But if you can, I want to know how many people also have more than one monitor. And so every day, you're viewing a background image. When you log onto your computer, when you turn on your monitors, you'll see a background. What if you can change that background into something really pretty, something really memorable, something that gives you purpose? And so I created this using ClickDesigns in a few minutes. It did not take long. What was even better was all I did was search Polaroid, and I'm going to show you that in a minute inside the software, but I just typed search in the Polaroid and as the keyword, and this amazing background popped up. And I just popped it in. I actually added some text. I've been really focusing in on a little progress each day adds up to big results, because I tend to try to conquer the mountain. And so I've been trying to get myself to think small, but yet big, because I always think big and sometimes I take on too much in a day. So my new mantra has been to just do little things every single day and you're going to make progress. It's better to move forward in small ways than to not move at all. And so that's why I added this little quote, and you can add whatever you want. And then I added a couple pictures that I had in there. I just added the picture of me and then us pointing at Mo Latif, the creator of ClickDesigns. And so I did that just to have that real fast, but you can add whatever you want. You can add a picture of your family, or maybe your spouse, or maybe it's a picture of yourself that is a reminder of where you've come from, right? And so that's computer monitors. You can change the background. You can even make screensavers. I'm going to show you a tool later in this training, how you can turn all of these designs into screensavers that whenever your computer goes into the mode, sleep mode, I'll call it, where you're away from your computer and you have things that move around, that shift, that that fades into one image to the next. I'm going to show you a free way to do that, and you can even offer that as a service. So the next thing is laptops. Now, laptops are probably one of the most popular things these days. People are always on the go, and I have a laptop that I take to client meetings. At home, I have a desktop. And so it just depends on who you are and your mode of work. But, you've heard laptop lifestyle. How many people live the laptop lifestyle? That's the dream, right? That's the ultimate dream, sitting on the beach, sitting anywhere in the world on your laptop, working on your own. It's complete freedom, right? So one of my favorite quotes of all time, and I use this all the time, I'm reminding myself, this is my quote I've had for over 10 years. Don't be upset by the results you didn't get by the work you didn't do. It's all about work. It's all about results for me. And I'm always saying those quotes. And I have quotes that are similar to that. One would be, patience is knowing the results will come when the hard work has been done. And there's many more, right? What's your favorite quote? I would love to see, because I always use quotes in a lot of my things. And so on the right side here, I added my action plan for the week, right? So I really want to focus in on Reels. And so I want to create a 30-day action plan. I want to develop those scripts. I might use ChatGPT or other AI tools. I need to record those 30 Reels, and you should be able to do those in one sitting, mainly because they're very short, right? Reels are 30 to 60 seconds, maybe a minute to 2 minute tops. But you can sit there, if you have the scripts, if you're ready to go, you know what you want, you can record those really quickly. I use a teleprompter called Big View, and it's perfect. Scheduling the Reels to social accounts, then repurposing those Reels to other platforms like blogs or my website, and then analyzing the best performing Reels, because what you do is you go look and you're like, wow, this Reel got way more traction and views than all the other ones. I'm going to re-add it in, and or maybe change up the front cover and use it, right? Because if it performed well, it's going to perform well again. So that's what I created. And then every week I can just change this out using ClickDesigns. I just go in there, duplicate week 2, and then I change up what I'm going to be working on. And then this is my reminder when I open my laptop, things I need to focus on. I mean, how many people would love to have something like this? And you can change this. I made this in ClickDesigns. You can move things around. You can add what you want. Maybe you want to add goals or monthly, or maybe you have money goals. Who knows, right? The sky is the limit. So think about that. So that is laptops. And then obviously phones, right? Now, you guys see this slide every single week. And guess what? I made all of these using ClickDesigns. These were all templates. The backgrounds were already there. I just added the words, added things I wanted, added my photo, added a call to action, and boom. That was that easy, right? So I made all these with ClickDesign. So your phone, they say, and I think who was the motivational speaker? I can't remember, I'll have to think of it, but there's a motivational speaker that says that you need reminders constantly, and even subconscious, right? Subconscious reminders. And so if you add your biggest priority onto your lock screen of your phone and you see it every time you open your phone, it's a constant reminder, not just knowing that you're watching it, but subconsciously. It's a trigger, constantly reminding you to go after whatever it is that you have on your heart. And so if you change your lock screen to something very powerful, maybe for me, I've been trying to get into fitness and I work out at 5 a.m. and I try to eat clean, but I have weak moments. I'm human, right? And I sometimes have no self-control, and I love food and I love wine. And so when I get into these modes, maybe I need a reminder. Maybe I need to put a picture of where I want to be, an old photo of myself 10 years ago at the weight or at the look or at whatever that I want to look like, right? Or maybe it's a picture of me now and I'm thinking, wow, I really I know where I need to be. And this is a reminder to myself to think before I eat, right? Whatever it is, right? We all have different goals. Or maybe it is a vacation that you want to take with your family. Maybe it's a stretch goal. Maybe you put $1 million on your lock screen to constantly remind you to keep pushing, to keep going, and to keep at it, right? Okay, so phones are huge. And it's amazing that people don't use their phones as wallpaper as much as they should. They just have the standard stuff. But if they knew they could be empowered by ClickDesigns, they would do it. Next, tablets. I have an iPad and I made this really quickly actually in ClickDesigns. I added the background, which was just red. I added a heart using the elements tab in ClickDesigns. I added the mini hearts and made them small and different colors. The arrows were also already in ClickDesigns. The words, I just added some cute little horse puns with my children here, and even the Polaroid picture that you see as the background, all found in ClickDesigns. I didn't have to go and find anything except my own photos. And so I added this really quickly to ClickDesigns. And so I'm telling you, you can do so much. And I know there are people out there who don't have the time or the skill or the know-how to create this stuff. And you can offer this as a service to other people. I could post this right now to Fiverr, right? I can post this and say, hey, I want to offer this as a service. I will change out these, 9 photos to your 9 photos, and I will add the words that you want and the colors that you want, right? Boom. I mean, people would pay that. People would pay money to have something designed that they can see as a reminder all of the time. Or maybe they want to gift it to someone else. And you even say, well, these aren't just designs that are created for your tablets. These are designs you can print. You can actually take them to Walgreens or photo something, right? And you can have them printed. You can turn these into a canvas. I mean, you can offer so many things. It's pretty powerful. And if you don't want to personalize, you can make cool designs that are more generic in nature and then post them to websites like Redbubble or things even on Amazon. And then next we have watches. Now, I quickly made this, and I'm always saying work hard, play hard, because that's kind of been, me my whole life. And I just put a beach because I'm always thinking about the future of, man, if I work hard, I'm going to be able to do those things and provide my family with some fun. And so that's why I put work hard, play hard. But your watch is another constant reminder to you of what your goals are. So maybe I put on here, maybe this week, I'm trying to really focus on water because I have a really hard time drinking a lot of water. And I don't know why. I'm not thirsty ever. And my husband and I talk about it all the time. And he's always like, man, I'm drinking all the time. I'm thinking about all the time. And he's like, you'll drink when you're thirsty. And I'm like, but I'm never thirsty. Now I can pound a bottle of wine in a week, but I can't drink water to save my life. So I need a constant reminder to drink. Luckily, my best friend bought me one of those gigantic gallons that have the motivational, timely things throughout the day. And I drink from that. But as a reminder, when I open the fridge, I see that big jug and I'll drink from it. But I honestly never, unless I'm working out, I just don't think about it. So maybe on my phone, I have an image of a water bottle, or I have something that just says simply, drink more water. And it's a constant reminder to go, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Yep, I need to go and drink some water right now. And honestly, that probably would help me. Maybe I do need to do that. But in your life, what are things you could constantly remind yourself of? And maybe it's a picture of your kids. Maybe it's an award you recently won to remind you that you're doing great things. We need to celebrate micro accomplishments, right? It doesn't matter. I mean, you can think of it based on your needs. And so those are just ideas. Now, there are lots more devices out there. These are just the core ones that I put together. But I want to also point out that you're going to have to figure out the size, right? So like, as an example, these are monitors. And depending on what size of monitor is going to determine what size you're going to need. Now, I pretty much create everything first in 1920 by 1080 because that's the standard for most monitors, right? And so I create that pretty much for everything I do, and then I resize depending on what I need. And so you're going to have to look that up. So if you have an iPad, an iWatch, if you have I have an iPhone, the Max, I think it's called Max. You might have an Android. I saw this one. I literally thought it was like a television because this phone was the biggest phone I've ever seen, and it was some kind of an Android type of phone. There's iPads, all different generations. I mean, it is just amazing how many device sizes there are. So you're going to have to do your homework and legwork on that, but that's okay because you can just change it. You can resize anything you want. So like if I have a really cool design in ClickDesigns, I might put it's 1920 by 1080 in the title. And then if I need to resize just that one template, I might just duplicate that and then change it to maybe it's 2560 by 1440, and I might add that into the template name so that I remind myself. So you come up with your own method, but just know that you're going to have to go and do some research on the sizes of your designs. Now, why ClickDesigns? Well, ClickDesigns obviously makes it super duper easy. Like these are the 4 right here that you saw in this presentation that I quickly made for this presentation. And so you're going to be able to really use ClickDesigns to make all of your amazing wallpapers, right? And then what you can do is you can actually make screensavers. And so there's this one, there's many out there. I just use this one every now and then. So it's called GIF Maker. That is easygif.com, easygif.com, or maybe you say GIF, but I say GIF. How do you guys say it? And then you can turn your images. So say you have 5 or 6 images, like this one has 2 that you see here, and I put in like 4 or 5 in there, and it'll change throughout those. And let me even see, maybe I have that up, that I can show you. Nope, I don't know where it is. I had it up in a minute ago, but just know that you can create this using EasyGIF. And what you do is you just add in your images. And so I have like 6 from our family vacation a couple years ago. And then you can change the speed, you can crop. It'll automatically crop all of your images the same size, which is actually a really cool feature. And again, this is free. You just save it and you can add it to your screensaver. And you can do that on your phone. Depending on what device is gonna have a different method, you have to look that up, be resourceful. But you can create these and you can offer them as a service. People would pay you. Maybe it is a logo for a company. Maybe it's a real estate company, right? And you are gonna talk to the head of this office and you said, hey, what if I create a screensaver with the logo of the company, but then maybe that we have a big theme going on this quarter, and each quarter it changes, the theme changes, and I can create a new one for each quarter. You can send this out to all of your real estate brokers and they can add these as reminders to keep pushing, keep going, and whatever that theme is, right? And that's for any niche, really. I can use it for teachers, I can use it for anything. So then the next thing is making money. You can offer this as a service, which would be really cool and pretty easy too, because once you have the templates, then you just add the templates that you have as examples to Fiverr or Etsy or Shopify, and even this marketplace that we have in ClickDesigns. And you can say, I will make these personalized to you. You can pick the color, you can pick the words, you can pick the photos, right? And you can do that. I mean, there is a market for everything in this world. So you can do that. And now these are just 3 that I just put up there. You can do this on a lot of different platforms. And then in Marketplace, maybe I might post those ones I just made, even though to me, it didn't take me very long. To other people, it would save them time. So maybe I'll add them to the Marketplace and offer them for $5 or something like that, right? I mean, there is some money to be made with your templates. But with the time left, I'm going to jump into ClickDesigns and we're going to whip up a wallpaper right now. Here we are in my demo account for ClickDesigns. And what we're going to do is I'm going to just start from scratch. So I'm going to click Start from Scratch here on the top left. And then I'm going to title it my standard, which is AGN Wallpaper Demo. And then I'm going to add the dimensions 1920 by 1080. And this will help me keep organized. And then I'm going to hit continue. And then again, I'm going to choose the dimensions. So 1920 by 1080. Oops. Like that. And click continue. Here we are. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a simple wallpaper to show you how easy it is. Now, I'm going to go to background here. And I'm going to go to image. And I'm going to go to search. And I'm going to type in Polaroid. Now you can type in whatever you want, but I'm just going to show you what comes to mind. And so we have, how about this one? This one is pretty cute. Actually, I'm going to keep going. See if we can find one that is pretty cute. Let's see. How about this one? This one looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and let's do this one. That's nice. Okay, so here we are. Pretty simple, right? And what I like to do is to drag and drop your images here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring over something like this as a family photo. Oops. Sometimes it does that. Okay, here we go. There we go. I'm going to drag one more. All right, now that I have my 3, now I'm going to go ahead and arrange these. And you click on the image and you're going to use the crop feature on the left toolbar. And we're going to try to get it to where it fits here. And then I'm going to turn it like this. There we go. Crop it a little bit more. Get a little, perfect, perfect. And then we're going to crop it up like that. So it'll take you some time to get it perfect, but you can get it to where it looks like a Polaroid, just like that. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to go back to images. I'm going to click on this one. Oh, they're so cute. Try to cut this, crop this, and then get it smaller. And then turn it. But you can see this is not that difficult. But can you imagine doing this for yourself and for others? Pretty snazzy, right? So we're gonna, and yes, I tend to be a perfectionist. So it takes me a little bit longer because I like to really fine tune it, you know? Okay, I think that looks good. Let me move it down a little bit. That, okay, so that one looks great. And now we're gonna go to the last one. And so let me go back to image like this, click on this one. This was our family photo from 4th of July. Let's see here. So, you know, it's gonna take you a little bit to get it arranged, but it really isn't that difficult once you get it going. So this one, I have to crop like that. Okay. And then there we go. All right, so there we go. That's pretty easy. If I want to write some text, maybe I will write, how about the Norris family, right? The Norris family, and maybe I want that to be in white. Maybe I want it to be down here, and then I'll change also the font. And you can upload your own fonts or you can use one of theirs. So there we go. Okay, what do you think? Maybe I want to put an arrow in. So I can go to shapes and type an arrow into the search. And let's do this arrow right here. Move that up, make it really big. And make it white. Maybe I want it to be not so big. Put that on the top. How's that, guys? That looks pretty good, right? Okay, and then just save it. And then you want to export it. How many people think that they can do this? I want to challenge you guys to do this and share it with the group. And then you can click export. I always do 300, export, boom. Now, that was pretty quick, less than 5 minutes to make my own background. And now I can add it. Okay, so I pulled up my settings on my phone, or on my computer, I mean, and I can click picture, or I can even do a slideshow. And then I could browse for the picture. So I'll go to my downloads and okay, let's see if this works. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna show you my screen. Let's go down here. There it is. See, this is my background now. Isn't that pretty cool? I think that's pretty cool. So it's that easy, and now you can offer this as a service. So let's get back to slides here. So I hope that inspired you to think outside the box and to come up with really neat ideas. Because ClickDesigns can do a lot of things. And if you can set yourself apart from everyone else by creating some really epic things and offering personalization, people will love that. You can become a greeting card creator even. I mean, there's so many ideas, right? So I'm going to close us out because we're at the top of the hour here. And I am just excited for you guys. I hope this challenged you. All right. How many people were kind of excited to see this training and you thought, wow, I didn't realize we can do that using ClickDesigns? Well, you can, and I'm super excited for those who want to be challenged to do something. So I want to see in the comments who's going to actually take some action. I love action takers, and I would love to feature you on creating a screensaver or a wallpaper or something that is similar. And I've given you guys some examples here, and I showed you how to make some from scratch. It's pretty easy with ClickDesigns, but if you're a creative mind, you can just, put your mind and your thoughts onto paper, into the screen, into something that's really cool, and then you download it, export it, add it to your devices. Pretty neat. Or maybe you aren't innovative and creative, but you can go out and search Google for ideas, but then use ClickDesigns to make those ideas come to life. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, I think so too. So drop in the comments. I want to see who is going to do this, but I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I'm always enjoying these sessions with you guys live here on Mondays, and I hope that you are too. I am just someone who loves being creative, and I love design, and I know that a lot of people in our community are, one, entrepreneurs, two, you guys are also designers, or three, you are in a space where you're creating designs and making money. And no matter where you fall, or maybe it's something else, no matter where you fall, it's awesome because we're helping each other thrive in this community, and I love that. So if you're a Click designer like me, you will appreciate the screensavers and wallpapers that we learned today that you can create. I can't wait to see your designs. All right, I'm gonna close out. I can keep talking about creative stuff all day long, and I know I go over, so I wanna make sure I'm helpful and I'm mindful of your time. So let me tell you, and just close this out, is I want you guys to really start to think outside the box. That's what I wanted to do this training today, is to get you to think outside the box, creative ways. If you have some ideas already, in the comments, drop some of these amazing ideas. And I have a whole list that I'm working through using ClickDesigns, and I hope that you are too, to make some of these epic designs that are not just inside the box, but also outside the box, and to share it with the community so we can all thrive with each other's inspiration and motivation. But I'm gonna close this out now, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys in the next session. All right, bye guys.